Hello, everyone, and welcome to Countless Heroes, that crazy 16-player West Marches style campaign where I, Logan, take on 6 of my players at a time. Hello, player!
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
And hello to our wonderful audience out there. I see all sorts of people here, and everyone is very excited about our new transition. It's only going to work that one time for the starting soon over. I haven't got it set up everywhere, but we thought we'd tease it out there. We're going to be putting a whole bunch of new transitions and things together and make this stream a lot more spiffy. That's a word I haven't used in a very long fucking
Making
time.
it juicy.
All right.
Spicky?
Make it
No,
juicy.
no,
Spiffy is
no,
fun.
Because
Juicy is
listen.
It's not that kind
Let
of
me
stream.
explain. Let me explain. Juicy is a term in game design, like when you push a button and it goes bloop, like reactions. It makes it feel just like the experience is really cool. It's like audio and tactile reactions and how like things bounce when you touch them on the screen and that kind of stuff. So it had a reason.
And let's think about the type of person that's dominated the game and design industry for the past 50 years, and then we can talk about why Juicy's probably still a bad term. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. So, I need to turn this back down.
Of course, Mike noticed your hat.
Intro. New hat, new year, new hat, new you. So, who would like to recap? Who was here on Saturday?
I was there. No, was I? Was I there on Saturday?
No, you were not there.
No, so
Do
never
we have
mind.
no one that was there on Saturday?
Am I alive?
Oh, Mari was there.
But I don't.
All right, Mari, it's down to you.
I am not a good person to leave it down to because my brain is not good.
Potatoes.
What is all over my face? All right, I guess I forgot to move that. I'll be working to fix that in a second here because I don't want a giant spider butt in my face every time you guys make a new dungeon.
I like it.
It's going to happen every time anyone donates bits.
So everybody who has been a dungeon boss needs to tell us where their dice are going. Every time you become a new dungeon boss, you get to switch over. For those that didn't know and didn't read, good. Glad you weren't in the chat. We lost our dungeon boss. We had some glitches. So we had to start over with our dungeon boss, which means it started back down at 1,000 points, 1,000 bits, which means we've already had 2 turnovers today. So we've had 3 total dungeon bosses. I'm not giving out a hero die though. But we've had 2 others, and it's still going down. So the point is, we've got hero dies coming tonight, and all sorts of strange things happening. So that may be happening. Oh my god, the spider! But
The spider keeps happening, and I just can't stop watching him. I love him.
Okay, everyone.
He's shaped like a friend.
He's
Okay, guys,
adorable,
vamp
but
for
he's
time,
gigantic
vamp
in
for
my
time.
face.
Yeah, I'm not a good person to ask because a lot has happened since then.
I will announce that find your anchor point. Our current dungeon boss. One hero die to Caden.
Yay!
Thank you. Oh my god, thank you. I need it.
He has less of a chance of dying now. Yay!
So trot on over to
played 2
D&D
days in a
Beyond and
row.
put that in your inventory.
I almost did 2 days in a row.
You died one of them.
I'm down to 1, and that's because I spent like 7.
We have several people with 0.
I am
Yeah.
hoarding.
I had 0.
I'm
I have
hoarding.
2.
I'm
my
also
hero
at
die.
0.
I have not used them.
How many do
I
you
had
have?
10.
Jesus fuck!
She's just waiting to show off at a final battle or something.
Yeah.
I have 1 now.
I'm gonna stock them up until we reach the final boss battle.
You better watch out. Logan might be changing the rules, and it might affect your pool. So you might want to
I
start
had
spending.
6. I had 6, and then I used all but 1 to make that save. So I could make sure that no one died.
Basically, I have anxiety, so I feel like there's always a better time to use them. So I hoard them.
It's the
We
equivalent.
get them all the
3
time.
ones.
though.
I rolled 3 1s. I used 3 of them and rolled 3 1s. And I was like, using
Same hat.
2 more.
Of course it's you.
I have told myself I'm not going to use them to add on to a roll again because I think literally all of them have been 1.
I was so frustrated.
Remember-
It was the
Sorry, you're now 11th level, so no more maxing damage dice was one of the things. We took away something else as well. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Reducing damage, I think, was taken away.
Oh, reducing. No, that was it. It was reducing damage to 0 from a hit. Although you can now use it if I say this person's going to attack you, you can dodge the entire attack before 2 hit is rolled. So you have to make that determination before we've rolled to hit, not after you know how much damage it is. That's the only thing that switched. All right. So, can somebody mind just at least reading the quick recap that's in the thing, so we can make sure that we've got everyone up to?
Sure. Yeah, I can read through it. We'll see if I can power read. So Saturday, Finku asked Tira about getting information on Nathan's assassination attempt and the dagger through the book. He's told to let it go and that it's being handled. Also, he's told that she was asked to ask him to do something, which would mean him choosing between the party and the inverted cup. She doesn't think that they would win that. Tira is also concerned that Daisy wouldn't choose the party, but would choose Finku. Tira wraps up the talk by saying that if anything else happens, she'll come to Finku and share all the information that she has, but she can't share it right now. Lark moves back into his camp now that the Illithid are gone. Primeheart is repairing the temple. Callie is researching pocket realms and how to fix the Subrosarium. And Mari works in her garden around pip-sized holes.
Yeah, Nathan's garden.
Yes. Let's see. The group head over to the guild hall. The group finally decided on a name. We are the Cinder Rose. That is our new guild name. After some time working and relaxing, Anika shows up. She asks how they're doing, and then the group notice that she has a book. She tells them that she can't publish the book until they have a name, which is easy to fix because we now have one. She asks what issues that they have with the book, and Mari tells her that it's more because they weren't told about the book or about the depictions of the party that were going to be in it. There's a back and forth about issues that the book could cause, as in retaliation from other guilds for being the only guild represented in the book, and about how we are portrayed. As Finku looks through the book, he notices that there's some inconsistencies and some of the writing is odd or misplaced, and he points these issues out. He is told by Anika in Thieves' Cant to, quote, drop it or else, and Anika quickly leaves. Finku and the party talk about the book, the issues that he found, and they conclude that it might be a tool for information, that they might have to tease out some sort of clues. Let's see what else is here. They go investigate the printing location, which is at Nathan's company building. They... What else? Feel free to chime in whenever, Chelsea.
They find graffiti. We found graffiti, and that's when we took our break.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there's Roman numeral-esque writing on this graffiti. This fresh as in it was put in today. After they use, I believe in a meta sense, the party has to use their PHBs, their players' handbooks, in order to cross-reference those numbered letters to create a secret message. Let's see, it led them to a warehouse at a specific time of night. As the group watch, a rogue finds their way into the building and the group follow them in. The group are met by Anika, who offers everyone who is there, including the party, Zreet, and Xyler, a large amount of gold to keep quiet about the book and the references within the city. Anika also explains that someone from the Violet Iris attacked Nathan to get in on the book's information, and that they're sorry that he was caught in the crossfire.
And the group decides handled now, so it won't happen again.
So it's handled. The group decides to collect the money from Anika and leave, with both Lark and Mari refusing to take hush money. And Finku also tells the group about his limited involvement with the inverted cup. They all decide to keep the information about the book to themselves after getting assurances that it will not be used to harm the people of the city.
And the coded message was first game done, gain your wealth in, and then it gave the location, a picture, and like a time.
Gotcha. Yeah.
May I make a remark?
Fuck the Violet Iris?
I was just gonna say, I think it's really ironic that it's somebody from the Violet Iris and Nathan's fake eye he doesn't have his fake eye anymore.
Didn't even think about that.
His eye was purple. Violet Iris.
I want to mention that I'm sorry he got
Violet
caught in the
Iris existed a long
crossfire and
time
it was an
ago, but-
assassination attempt.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember specifically we came up with a name when we were world building literally like 8 months ago before I had any idea Nathan existed.
I don't know what that basic.
Oh, yeah,
expression is.
Lark walked out before the information was given to all of us, so he doesn't know any of it. He didn't take the money, and he walked out before the information was given.
He did earmuffs. He just went.
Essentially,
la, la,
he just
la.
left. He just said, nah.
Oh,
All right.
It
I
was
think
a
that's
fun-
working good enough now. Sorry, guys. Spider bug in my face.
It looks better. It's not over your face anymore. So,
Thank you.
yeah,
I appreciate that.
I
that's a
don't
good
see-
Tried
thing.
hard. Not exactly where it's supposed to go, but it's good enough for now. It's contained in its box.
Yeah, it's in the little box. It's close enough. I can't make the spider butt show up over your face anymore.
No, you can't. Although I'm sure that all the other alerts can. It's just that one. Anyway, doesn't matter. Moving on. All right. So that was that. Nice little close to a nice little adventure. Unless you guys want to keep poking the bear, which is fine. So what are you guys doing
Lark's not here.
today? Anything exciting
Please don't
going on?
poke the bear. Please don't poke me. I don't want that.
Well, I know that Nathan actually wants to find Owen in the morning. So, there's
Okay. I'm sure that won't be too hard.
Nathan. It's not super early in the morning. It's a decent time. He's gonna go over to. He would know where Owen is based around now. So the barracks. I actually don't know where Owen.
We haven't really established a headquarters or anything like that, really. But I assume some sort of barracks or, guard building.
It's kind of okay. Yeah, so he goes to look for Owen. Probably takes him a hot second because he doesn't know his way around that area, but ends up fine.
Morning.
Just the man I was looking for.
Well, that could either be very good or very bad.
Well, it depends on how you view certain situations. As you can tell, my face is a little different now.
Yeah, I read about that, but, I mean, you didn't get the old one back. That's good.
Yeah, I lost my good one. Oh, not
Sure.
as good.
It's a mixed bag, I'll give you that.
A little bit, yeah. I was actually wondering if you could help me.
With that kind of...
I have an idea.
I'm all ears.
I don't think the regeneration's working because nothing's missing.
Ah, I follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we could do that if you want. You need some anesthetic.
Yeah.
I'll
I
talk to... honestly, I'll talk to Holly. See what she can arrange. She's kind of more in charge of that area of things than I am.
Oh, and I'd prefer if you did.
Alright.
You've helped me with this whole issue since the start.
I appreciate that. Regardless, we can go to the hospital. There will be supplies available there.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt.
I know, it's happened before. I've had an eye removed before. Except that time I didn't have any anesthetic or anything. It was just... Yeah.
Fair.
Trust me, this will be better.
Alright. Did you want to do that today?
Yeah. I didn't tell Mari I was coming by the way.
Is that really a wise decision?
No, she's gonna kick my ass. I completely understand.
So why don't we give a little bit of patience, and you can let her know, and I can get things set up so that we can do it properly. I don't want to get your eye fixed only for Mari to kill you.
No. I've been there, done that, not a big fan.
She wouldn't kill him.
Butterfly says it's a bad. Yeah. Okay. I just thought I'd talk with you first, just to see if you can
Of course.
be willing.
Absolutely. Nathan, I was a combat medic. It's not my first rodeo.
Yeah, I know. I just hope it'll grow back. I think that might be it. I don't know though, because the tissue around the eye is far worse, because it's not just scarring.
I'm warning you now, Nathan. You got hit by some weird magic. Anything I say is going to be my best guess.
I know.
But we can try. At the very least, we can make it so you can use your magic.
Thanks.
Of course.
Also, good to see you, fucker. He's gonna put his hand out to just kind of clasp his hand and pull him in.
It's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit. It's been forever.
Yeah.
Missed you.
Missed you too. Crazy how time flies when you're fighting a horrible eldritch god thing.
Hoping to finally run into Rosie again today. I haven't seen her in forever.
Yeah. I'm always hoping for that, though.
I should probably get going. I will meet up with you. We're probably all gonna meet up at the Beer Forge anyway, but if there's time beforehand, I'm just gonna meet you at the hospital.
Alrighty. You need any magic stuff? I'm gonna be dropping by Ireland's later. Blood of the innocent, like a few like sacrificial pigeons.
You joke, but I do know a spell where I need to use blood of a humanoid that has been killed. Don't need it.
Don't tell me that.
I don't need it though. I don't need it. I used that spell once and I'm never using it again.
Fair. Well, I'll meet up with you at the Beer Forge. And I'll head on his way.
Okay.
Mary.
All right, Mari, what are you doing this morning?
I don't like that you immediately went to me. She's working in her shop, like she always does.
Just wanted to check.
I don't like that. That makes me nervous.
Rosie?
She's gonna go to Mari's shop because
All right.
why not? Because she wants to buy some sunflowers to decorate Keely's saddle.
All right.
Can I come in?
Yeah.
Please?
Sure. Hi, Rosie.
Well, I didn't know if you didn't want me in here anymore, because I keep, putting things that don't belong in here.
I would prefer you to not continue burying Nathan's shoes in my garden, but that doesn't mean you're not allowed in here.
Okay. Alright. I don't think I have enough flowers on Keely.
I can help you with that problem.
Yes, good. It smells really great in here. But oh my god, do I need to sneeze.
You get used to it after a while.
Yeah.
You kind of have to.
That's it. Nothing important.
Just gonna buy. Mari absolutely
Alright.
would not make you pay for the flowers. I'm just telling you right now.
She's paying for the flower.
Mari is stubborn. You're not paying for the flowers. Believe me.
Can I make a sleight of hand to put the money in Mari's shit?
I suppose.
That's 28.
Mari doesn't see that. Mari doesn't see that, not with her mouth.
There we go. That's it. That's all I want.
Okay. Soxy, what are you doing?
So Soxy has two things she wants to do because she's living at the guild house. So she's gonna check on the progress there, which doesn't need to be done on stream. And then she wants to go see Afra and see how she's doing, but I can't remember where Afra's staying.
Afra lives, well, the only time you've ever really seen her, you don't know where she lives, but she's almost always at the Divine Foundry.
Okay. So yeah, she would just want to swing by and check on her and see how she's doing. So if there's nothing there, we can hand wave.
She's doing, in general, she's doing a little better. She's trying to cope a little bit and trying to figure out exactly what happened and how she hopefully can reverse it. I mean, that's where she's at right now. But she hasn't made any progress based on the information that you guys have been able to give her. And Syl.
Syl, as most mornings pass, she's doing sketches and perhaps working with Wit on planning out carving. She's gotten a little bit more industrious with the plans to do that. She's getting a little impatient, I guess, with it. She wants to start moving ahead. And she got an unexpected gift from Dub that was very nice. He had knitted her a new hat, so she was just enjoying spending the morning with her new home family, as opposed to her go out and wreck shit family.
Right. All right. Well, it's a fairly peaceful day in the city, as a lot have been lately, although they don't ever seem to end that way. The goblins have moved on. They're headed to the northern border. They should be arriving sometime this week up there to start defending the northern border, as the country has hired them to do, the government. The Illithids have moved to the caves. Somewhere sitting in a box underneath something somewhere is an Illithid head that's been cracked open, brains ready to eat, somewhere in Pinball's Manor. And, but they're no longer seen skulking through the forests or seen at all. There's a little bit of aid sent out there once a week or twice a week, some food, provisions, other things. But they are slowly making their way through the caves and making it a home for themselves.
Syl, at some point in the last couple days, has very hesitantly written in the book, do you think that maybe, I don't know, I don't want to minimize the death of a sentient person, but he was kind of a dick. Do we want to, ask Arland if Illithid brains are, an ingredient he'd be willing to buy from us? ? And then a whatever the medieval fantasy equivalent of one of those slant mouth smiley faces of I don't know.
Owen would probably reply in the book, I mean, I guess, with 4 question marks.
Nathan just puts gross in all lowercase letters.
I love that this is just a message board. We really should
I
got it through the book.
It's a group chat.
This is why the book takes 12 to 24 hours to update. So you can't just sit there and text with each other constantly.
Yeah, pretty much. Soxy would probably be well, he tried to eat O'Sheen, so we could do whatever the fuck we want with him as far as I'm concerned.
I really like the idea that everybody who responded to Syl responded on the same line, and so it's just a... We never really talked about that.
Nathan
it's
is
magical. It's whichever one gets finished first.
Nathan is going to put, what color is Illithid blood?
That's an excellent question. I don't know. It's sort of hard to describe. Logan, is that just gonna be a let's make it up sort of thing, or
I have no
Let's
idea.
I think it should be
mother
the color of
of
your
pearl.
new hat.
no?
Talk to WotC people. That kind of makes sense. It's kind of a deep sea color.
Like you saw it and got inspired.
No,
Oh,
there's a
that'd be
reason.
amazing.
I didn't make
Oh
the
no,
hat.
wait, that's right.
That's right.
Never
I
mind.
didn't
I
make the
forgot. Dub made the hat. My bad.
It matches
Maybe
his hair
Dub saw
color
it
right
and
now.
got,
He saw the box. He's
like,
like,
got inspired.
cool box, and then
Ooh.
he just picked a yarn
He just
out.
puts it on his head, and then hats.
That's what it's inspired. You don't see that there's just extra braids in the back. It kind of looks like tentacles.
This is backward. You're wearing it backwards.
Yeah,
Got a tentacle beard.
that's awesome. That would be super amazing.
I just want to draw still the knitted tentacle beard now.
Do
Oh my god.
So Dub needs an Etsy shop.
Anyway, tangents aside.
But that subject is brought up, that maybe we should, not eat it, but just do something more useful, and potentially by offering that to Arland, it might be a means of making nice with potentially the only person of that nature, like that's really notable in the city. Not that he's the only merchant of things like that, but he's the one we like.
it was notable and the one we know very well.
Were we planning on eating it?
It was implied that's what it was supposed to be for. It was a
Everything
peace
except a
offering.
fork sitting in it.
I do not
like
think.
it had.
I don't think
They put
any of the characters actually took that as a viable option, though.
It came with
that'll-
a little packet of soy sauce.
Yeah,
It had
a
some
little-
MSG sprinkled on top. Like it was
A
ready.
little wasabi and ginger on the side.
Yeah. it
Teriyaki
was-
squid brains.
Mm-hmm.
Wasabi, I hate this.
Can't hear you, Jenny. Can't hear you.
Me too, man.
We heard that, even though we didn't hear it.
We know what that
Yeah.
sounds like.
You know, the distressed creepy noises.
I sleep next to her. I know what that sounds like.
That sounds painful.
I'm not sure why. Never mind.
No, you're
I'm
You've
sorry you
fallen
were going to
into
make that joke.
you're falling into the mime dimension. We can't hear you.
Meow.
Now I have
There
to make
she
that
is.
plain.
That-
Hey.
You're free.
I want to
Ursula
mention
the
that there
Witch
was
gave
a
you your voice
long-
back.
I want to mention that there was a long-standing joke of between Tess and I about Rosie and Pesk eating like pickled fingers.
Gross. Thanks. I hate it.
In a big
And
jar,
ranch
just finding
hands.
just a bunch of jars.
And ranch hands.
Ranch hands.
Fucking
Salad
ranch
fingers.
hands.
Owen would feel very guilty and probably wait a day or two to do it, but after the Sub-Rosarium was destroyed, he'd probably start talking to Arland about what he could do about those items the
Arland!
Sub-Rosarium was gonna do.
Hey, about that.
No, unrelated to anything currently happening. I'd like to buy some magic items off you.
Oh, jeez.
Also, at some point today, well, we can discuss that here.
Sure.
So we're at the Bear Forge, I guess.
Sure.
I don't
didn't
like
understand.
that.
I wasn't in the middle of describing things. So
We
anyway,
went off on a tangent. I was trying to get us back on the fucking train track.
So
We
the morning
derailed so long ago.
yeah. I was gonna say episode 4, maybe.
Derail. We're a
Episode
fucking
one.
monorail. We don't have
Episode
rails.
We derailed in more than one show.
The whole monorail still has a rail, right? Right, Ange?
We went from
Just one.
a
Mono
train
means
to
one.
like
Sorry, a maglift. Sorry, a maglift. There you go.
There you go.
we went from a train to like bumper cars. It's just
Ooh.
chaos.
I prefer bubble car.
It's it's like the spinning cups in tequila when tequila's playing during Sandlot. Just craziness everywhere. Half you haven't seen that movie. I'm realizing now as I
I've
reference
seen
it.
Sandlot. Who do you think I am, plebeian?
Young.
Logan, I
Of course
just
I've seen Sandlot.
Logan.
I haven't.
I have an in-character comment or an in
Go for it. Give me your in-character.
Sorry.
In-game.
in-game comment about chat that will bring us back to focus.
Perfect. Do it.
We have a user in chat named the Metal Beer Nerd, and They don't know about the beer forge, so when you describe
That's
it,
my
please
boy.
take a little time to describe the beer forge for.
I don't know about the beer forge.
Because you have brought him up.
Don't we
Hi,
know this
Andrew.
person?
I got
I was gonna say, do we know this person?
He's a friend of ours.
Isn't this somebody
It's a
important?
bunch of. He is important.
He's
Oh,
from.
okay.
He's a real.
A good beat.
So as you approach the Beer Forge, which is probably the most popular bar in town, does not have a tavern yet, although the second story is coming along very nicely. Even in the snow, they were still working on it, which was incredible. The outside of the building is an old warehouse. It's all old and weather-beaten wood. They're all across the front and partially down each side are these brands, like the wood has been burned in different symbols. But nothing new has been added to that recently. Several of the brands are from farms that are still in existence now, but some of them are symbols and some of them are logos from other shops that used to exist in the town. Some may still be here. Seems like an old tradition, a very poor tradition, this idea of burning the outside of a building that you're going to be inside of. But, whatever. And as you walk in, the entire atmosphere changes. It goes from wood to stone, and it's incredibly well-crafted, well-hewn stone all the way around in a gigantic circle on the interior. You walk in on the corner of the building, and by the time you go down a short hallway, you are in a round room. So there are no corners to this bar. No dark corners to go lurking in. In the center of the bar, there is a round bar with a little slit so people can walk in and out. In the center of that, there is a round, getting a theme yet? A round fire pit. And on this fire pit, there are all sorts of foods, mostly meats and vegetables on skewers. There is one small fryer now sitting next to that on the fire is hot oil for different various waffle batter dipped breaded goodies that have been introduced here. And on top, also in the actual fire themselves, are crucibles, these large muffin tins that have these 6-inch deep cups for cooking egg tubes, mostly. They crack eggs into them and make long cylindrical tubes, easy to go, portable tubes. They'll stick sausage in them and they'll stick bacon in them, but mostly it's just the traditional egg tube, the rolly egg tube.
God's mistake.
The signature beer here is the iron, and the other thing that you see in the fire is several sticks, several metal poles of hot iron, hot copper, hot silver, all sorts of them. And what they do is they take the beer, they pour it, you get a choice of several different types of beer, and then they plunge these rods into the beer. The iron is the only non-magical one, which just caramelizes the head a little bit and gives it a little bit of a sweeter texture and flavor. And the others are all magical and do all sorts of different other infusions, including adding extra carbonation or adding carbonation to things like lemonade. And some do kind of a zingy, zesty sort of taste, and there's all sorts. We've got a whole list somewhere. I don't have it memorized, sorry. And on top of that, there's a large menu over the top of the bar. One of them says Sicily Special. It's getting crossed off. They haven't served that in a very long time, but Sicily was the original owner of the bar. And this was served in a 1-gallon stein. And it was a commemorative stein, so you got to take it home.
That doesn't seem like a sustainable business model.
It was 20 gold per, so yes, okay. It was very sustainable. Okay. Around there are all mismatched tables and chairs. No two seem to be alike. Almost seems like it's by design or just years and years and years of shopping and swapping out different things they need be. Over on one side of the bar, there is a stage, and on the opposite side of the bar towards the back, there's another stage, but it's all covered with boxes and tarps and things. Looks like it hasn't been used in years. Throughout right in between the two, on the one side, the closest to the door, is the reserved sign. There's one small, very poorly spelled, colorful rainbow reserve sign sitting on one of the tables that seats about 8 to 10 people, and that is where the party gets to sit. They have the only table in here that's ever been reserved. Behind the bar is Ivy, who has very long deep auburn red hair, pulled into these very thick braids and then kind of all pulled together down about mid-back. And she is a dwarf, and she is very grumpy most of the time. Several of the dwarves also help out here, including the only one we've named so far, Fa Q, and you can read all about him because he's got his own World Anvil entry, which you can go check out World Anvil.
Logan, there's 2 of them.
All right. Oh, who else did we name?
Fuck you always he always subs in and takes shifts for there was a spreadsheet.
Oh God.
This game is over. I'm done.
So
I don't think that's official yet, but
that is thank you, Heather. For once we agree. That is why does it where did it come back
because
to
we're
Vor?
talking about
You
egg
only-
tubes.
That was a self-fulfilling prophecy. It only came back to Vor because you said Zolkis comes back to Vor.
That's how it works, Logan. Did you not know?
I don't
My
think that's how
one
it
true
works.
reason for existing, to remind you of 4.
Nope.
I mean, you are very small.
Ugh, I don't like that.
Oh, see? Now you want to start it, I'll finish it. That's all I'm going to say. All right. I mean, it'd be rude not to finish. There are kids in China that are starving for 4. I don't know.
All right, let's move forward.
That is
Can
the
we
type of
please
stream
move
this is.
forward from this?
You started this. All right, we're moving on.
You are supposed to be the moderator.
No. Fennec is the moderator. And I haven't gotten a single
He's
DM
the-
yet, so it must be okay.
He's the
Do your
instigator.
goddamn job.
I was going to
Dungeons
say,
and
I
Dragons.
hire people around me and pay them absolutely nothing to make sure that I stay in line.
Dungeons
It doesn't
and
work very well.
Thank you
So,
for the description.
You're welcome. It's always fun to do those descriptions now and then.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I
Kill
work today?
Thought you were over at Mari's today.
This morning
Okay.
to pick up flowers.
That's fine.
And then yeah.
Sure, you're working. So you are. Rosie is playing at the bar when you guys are. You coming back to us, Chelsea?
Syl puts a gold in
Just good.
wherever Rosie is collecting tips.
You're the best.
Sorry, you usually give an order. Whenever Syl comes in, she'll do that.
So no. Actually, I've started to let people handle it themselves because it goes a lot faster and I don't forget anyone. So you can just join the conversation and whenever you walk in, that's fine. The bar is slammed. It has never been busier. They have like just completely 100% packed the guild. The only table available is your table, and 2 of your chairs have already been taken. There's still enough for everyone, but somebody has already taken 2 of the chairs that were at your table. Barely anyone is paying attention to Rosie, though. They don't seem like they're here for Rosie.
Every so often, Syl will be like, "Woo!"
You'll go ahead and lead on a few claps here.
Yeah. Just that it's almost worse when there's only one person going, yeah.
That just gave me flashbacks.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
I played all through college. That is very familiar. Anyways,
You want to hug that person, but then at the same time you also want to be like, just play it cool, man.
morning, Syl.
Oh, hi, Owen. How are you doing?
Well, doing all right. All things considered. How about you?
I am doing very well, all things considered.
That's good. How's Mr. Dub doing?
Oh, he's really good. He made me a new hat. I guess he's got his hobbies back in his system. So that's good.
It is very good. I should get a hobby at some point.
You
So I have a
really
free
should.
Oh, welcome back.
Hello, Nathan.
Hello. Gonna walk up. Mags is kind of trotting behind him today. Still pseudo dragon. Little pink, purple, and blue. Trot, 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 trot. Owen's seen her as a pseudo dragon. Yeah, he's seen her as a pseudo dragon. I don't know if Rosie has.
I was there when he turned her.
Oh, you're
into a
right.
Dragon.
I'm a.
Once Rosie gets over the table, she's going to climb up onto the table where she usually sits. She's gonna point at Nathan and go, "Dude, what the fuck?
What?
Stop!
Stop what?
I don't know.
Existing?
I don't know.
I'm trying to stay alive. Thank you very much.
This,
Somebody else has been trying to stop me from existing recently. Mind you.
this entire party is fucked.
No, we're not. We're
we're
fine.
so-
Good to
That's
see you
a-
too.
Yeah, that's a very dire way to start the morning, Rosie.
No, I'm just saying, this is gonna
because they didn't clap.
kind of in a bad mood.
I'm sorry.
But
I tried to
Usually-
clap for all of them.
I know. I really appreciate it, so thank you.
You're welcome.
I think you
Usually
should.
people pay attention to me. And that sounds really dumb, but I kind of crave people's attention. It's kind of my entire purpose for living.
Isn't that the point of your job? So it makes sense.
Craving people's attention.
No, getting people's attention.
I was trying. Like, I was putting new songs out there. No one's really listening.
Oh, I'm
I'll
sorry.
listen.
I was trying to get here in time to see you set, but I got hung up at work. Someone kept asking me questions about the specials at the spa, and I had to try to remember, and it took a long time.
Don't worry about it. I'll be playing the same thing tomorrow.
I'll try to be here tomorrow. I
Alright.
promise.
Maybe you need to add some pizzazz. Maybe you need like fireworks or like, and she pulls out her decanter of endless water, or like a splash zone or something. Like
I
They-
could use prestidigitation to make little lights.
I could do.
That sounds safer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not actual fireworks inside of
I
it.
can make like petals and stuff float around.
Oh.
I've seen people use magic for fireworks. Like
Yeah, that's true.
it makes
Um,
shows really really cool.
You could talk to Swazi. Maybe he could
That's
dance
true.
with you in one of your shows again.
Oh,
You guys really
I
liked it.
True.
Yeah,
I
he
miss
used to do
Swazi.
that. He used to. And then he came by again, like another time, but we didn't really hang out afterwards, which was kind of disappointing. But yeah, I should.
I'm sure we could track him down. Like someone could send to him and be like, "Hey, Schwazi, we got a job for you," and then go, and then maybe he'll show up. It's
I
like
miss
over. It's like when we were telepathic and we went over. Maybe that's just Schwazi's way of saying over.
Just making kissy noise.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah.
Is-
That would probably
Is-
work.
How
actually
many
with him.
words do you think kissing noises take?
I imagine each plosive counts as a syllable.
As a syllable or a word? Because those are
Oh.
two different.
Maybe a word.
Owen,
Good point.
you were trying to say something.
I was just gonna ask Ivy for an iron.
Make it up too. Please, Ivy.
I'll
Just start making everything up.
Thank you, Ivy. You're a saint.
Rosie will hop down and go over to the counter and bring them over as they come out.
Don't
So
you have
that-
to be dead to be a saint?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not entirely sure how it works, actually.
Why are you asking that?
I don't
What
know.
was it?
It's
A
an interesting
colloquialism.
morning. This is an interesting morning.
Oh, it's about to get even more interesting.
Nathan.
Everyone, I might. So I was talking with Owen.
That's a
Oh.
bad start.
Should I pause you here? Should you tell Mari first before you tell the rest of us? This is the question.
Well, I'm not.
I was gonna say you already proposed to her.
I'm just checking because of how you started the sentence.
Mostly because I should have told her before going to Owen, but technically it's not that important. I'm gonna have him take out my other eye.
The
Well, I
bad
guess you're
one.
not using it too well right now. Sure.
Oh,
I'm just saying. I think I see your point.
That's kind of.
I mean, you're
important.
getting a new one, right? Or are you just gonna move the purple one over?
that, and I'm gonna see if the Ring of Regeneration will cause it to grow back.
Oh.
That's kind of important.
That's That's pretty macabre, man.
Do you know who I am as a person?
Oh,
Are you
I
really saying that to me?
didn't say it was unusual for you. I just said it was macabre.
It's fine.
I can hear it in my head, Logan.
Not unusual.
So, does anyone have anything important to do with the day?
I was not talking to you.
Other than I wanted to get my eye out, but like that's not important for the whole party, so that's
I didn't realize you still want to do that like today.
Yeah, I want to do it as soon as possible.
Oh, man.
We can certainly do that as well.
How's your health insurance with your company?
I think he's covered.
I mean, technically, we could all just heal him if something goes really wrong, so he doesn't have to pay for it. Well,
our clerics and paladins are our health insurance.
I've done this before.
It's a
I have never thought about it.
Rodeo.
I'm not actually worried that something's going to go wrong, Owen. I was just saying that if it did, we've got backup plans. We've got, let's see, just sitting here at the table, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 backup plans.
That's good to know.
And Nathan looks at Syl and just kind of goes for a high five because they're the ones that were left out.
She lifts like 4 potions out of her bag and like does not
Tons
give
of
us a high
Sully's
five.
touch. Tons of our Sully's touch.
You know what? I have potions too.
I also have a spell that would work pretty well as an anesthetic.
What? So the likeness is astounding. Where's my head?
Oh, I took some artistic license. I think a lot of people would look better bald.
This is going, Nathan.
It's going, Nathan.
Anyway, what are some pressing matters that we need to attend to?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, that wand up in Pinball's Tower should be ready right about now. As far as I know.
Which one was that?
I think it was potentially going to be a wand of binding. I think so.
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah,
Man,
that
it's been a
and
month already?
as far as I know, it's been a month.
Yeah, just about. Yeah,
And
exactly.
if we
to the
have
day.
and if we have the chance, I'd like to stop by Ireland's as well. There's a couple of things I need for spell.
Oh, me too, actually. Thank you for reminding me. I want to buy some diamonds.
And we can bring some
we
brains
need
too,
those.
see if they can get us a discount.
Yeah.
Diamonds
right.
are always good.
Can we just hand wave and say Syl had the box so that we have that?
Have which box?
The box with
It's
the
at
head.
Pinball's.
Oh, it's
We're
at
going
Pinball's.
there anyway.
It's at Pinball's. Okay.
Brain
Gotcha.
box.
Pinballs,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha.
You have
Gotcha.
to go there. All right. So while you are doing that, the one large group seems to leave. We're taking almost half of the back, and the dwarves quickly clean everything up, and people spread out and kind of move out, so they're not just all kind of crammed to this half of the bar. Things die down a little bit, and a few moments later, in walks a gentleman with a little cart. He's got a bunch of cookware on it, like cast iron pans, and mostly it's all cast iron actually, and some cast iron tools and things. And he goes up, and Ivy comes out and greets him, gives him a hug, and she and him start having an exchange. And this gentleman is a human and looks just like average sort of Joe, brown hair, obviously does forging and sorry.
I can hear Jenny cackling from the other room.
Yeah, I can too, and I'm in Northern California.
I completely missed what was said, so. An average Joe
average
with brown
Joe
hair.
with brown hair. Yeah, all right. So just the average guy with brown hair,
Average
but he's got
dude.
some nice muscles because he's obviously a blacksmith. But he's wearing kind of more nice clothes, not work clothes right now. And it looks like he and I were talking about selling her some pans or something.
Can that include me? I am also a
What
pan
would you-
that would like to be given to Ivy.
What a mood! What a mood!
She's got a lot of it just like built up and just ready.
She pulls out a scroll, unrolls it. It's feet of puns and jokes.
Yes.
Number 1.
This was your mistake for letting me play a bard look.
Well, I think that's better.
Everyone sit tight. This is gonna take a while.
Okay, so this person walks in.
Yeah, him and I were just shooting the shit, and she's looking at a bunch of different cast irons.
Logan, does Nathan recognize him?
No.
Has he come in the past? What?
Probably has a shop here in the city, but it doesn't mean you recognize everyone. There's 30,000 people.
Was just asking. They seem to get along grand.
Yeah.
They do. But
He
doesn't
looks
mean
like a good
anything.
salesman.
I was about to say, yeah.
I be
Or-
smiling.
Honestly, the craziest theory of all is that maybe Ivy has other friends.
What's insane?
I thought the craziest theory was going to be the fact that Ivy might be buying a pan.
Oh my god!
So it looks like Ivy ends up purchasing a large, very, very large, like comically large Dutch oven and a couple of pans. One being look a very weird sort of hex edged cast iron pan, so it looks like it might be good for pouring things. And then one is a very thin sort of griddle pan. And she's put those up on the counter, and they hug. She pays him, and he leaves.
Rosalie's gonna hop up to the counter.
Yeah.
Completely just out of curiosity, what are those for?
Oh, they're for Pip.
Is he gonna work here now?
No, tomorrow's his naming day.
Oh, I didn't know
Did you not?
that.
Oh.
I should, but I don't. Heck.
Oh, he mentioned that to me, but I hadn't gotten around to telling the rest of you yet.
What the hell, Soxy?
It just came up like yesterday when we were talking about Lamina Island and I asked him about Feroche. Sorry.
It's the naming day. Is it like he gets a new name or something? Do we get to pick it?
I think
No,
it's
it's
closer to a...
celebrating his.
I mean, Pip's a
Yeah.
pretty
Day here,
pretty
isn't it?
rad name.
Well, no,
Birthday.
I mean, he could give you guys more information, but the basics were that I guess when Feroche are born, there's a lot of them, and so they don't always name all the kits right away. They name them like when they're like a year old or so. So Pip didn't get his name until he was that age, and that's his naming day, and that's the important day.
So it's
Yeah, they don't really celebrate birthdays.
so it's like congratulations, a giant eagle didn't pick you off.
Kinda.
Basically,
And you said you said I was macabre.
I'm gonna write
Hey.
a song about that.
Nature's metal, man.
Dangerous
It
place.
really is, yeah.
Dangerous place. There's a lot of
Nathan-
big things there.
very big, really big, if I understand correctly.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ivy. If I buy
Mhm.
decorations, could I decorate part of the beer forge for Pip tomorrow? For when
suppose.
I'm performing? I can take them down afterward too.
Yeah,
and
that's
do all the
fine.
cleanup and stuff.
I don't have a problem for that.
Thank you, you're the best.
All right, and she gets the stuff put down behind the counter, getting it cleaned up, putting a new seasoning on it, and that's what she's working on.
I need to add naming day gift to my shopping list today.
You should have talked to the cast iron guy.
Yeah. I'm not really used to celebrating birthdays or anything. At least I don't remember celebrating any, so it's a little different.
I wonder if I could get something commissioned to be able to make egg tubes in different shapes.
Would they still be tubes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Technically, because they'd be elongated, but
So you mean like a really
Star.
long heart?
Yeah. That'd be kind of cool.
or I could find one that looks like.
Rosie, I know where your mind just went.
Why not?
Bachelorette parties.
I can think of
Chef the beer forge becomes the hoppin' bachelorette spot. Syl has been continuing to paint and just real stealth without saying anything slides a picture over to Mari.
Aww.
And then proceeds to move on. She's like not even answering anybody. She's like gotten in a zone now.
I got an idea of what I might get, Pip, but I'll keep it close to my chest.
I was thinking a nice scarf.
He is a nice scarf.
Exactly. It would complement him so well.
All right.
Oh, Nathan, hold on. And she sticks a finger in some of her purple glitter paint and then smudges over the jewel on the picture of him. Okay, it's perfect.
You realize my assets are...
What?
Part of me wants to get him a Feroche, like, face mask. Like, just a mask that's a Feroche head, so that he could take it off and be like, aha! And it looks really the same.
Still like a
Pip
Feroche.
tricked you.
Yeah.
Pip is
Sorry,
and
that
it's
sounded
still
about right for
Feroche.
Pip.
We should get him a hairnet.
Yes.
For his whole body?
It's just
Like
a
a
fish
condom
fishing.
naked guy.
It's just a fishing net with leg holes. I mean,
Mm-hmm. And armholes. Or sleeves, at least.
You mean like a full body stocking?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Pantyhose.
Pretty much, yeah.
just
His
full
claws just
fishnet
kind of pierce
pantyhose.
through it. Just his claws pierce through it.
Oh, Pip has run in stocking.
So...
Squish fur.
He wouldn't be able to eat egg tubes. It would be like the big mask just.
Sorry, and a mouth hole there. It's important. He
Oh,
needs
of
to be
course,
able
of
to
course.
eat in the stocking.
I need, we need to switch topics. I got too many really terrible jokes, and I don't want to think.
shopping for Pip
How
because
about
that's going to be a disaster. That's going to take like 3 hours.
we take care of the stuff we were talking about first? And
Yeah,
then
that sounds like a good idea.
Pip's name tag.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a great idea.
I agree, especially since you were talking about going to Arlen's anyway, so we could go there and see what Arlen has. Maybe he's got some rare spices or something that we could buy for Pip.
Ooh, yeah. You would like that.
Or he might know where to get them.
All right. So, you guys make your way to Arlen's?
Well,
It's the
I
easiest place to get to.
we were going to Pinball's first because we have to get the head and we're going to check on the wand.
So we're
That's what we
closer
had
to
talked
Arlen's
about.
right now, though.
Okay, so
Oh,
you're going to
that's
walk
true.
halfway across town, then all the way back, because
No,
it's literally
that's
like
a
2
good
blocks from
point.
the beer fort.
Yeah, we could go ask if he's even interested in the brain.
That's true. Let's do that.
Because then we don't carry a bloody box through town.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, I don't feel the need to, reinvent Seven.
Before we leave the beer forge, Syl's like, hold on. And she's like finishing drawing really quickly and then hands to Rosie. Okay.
Wait, I missed it. Hold on. Oh my god, it's perfect. Can I frame it?
Oh, yeah. She rips the page off and
I'm
hands
gonna
it to
put
her.
it in my new house.
Oh, hold on. And she signs it.
Perfect.
New house.
Yeah, I have a house in the Green Iron Village now.
That's awesome, Rosie.
Oh, good. So you get to hang out near Locke.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be moving between Nathan's house if he still wants me there, mine, and the sewers.
If I still want you there, that is the most offensive thing you've ever said to me.
I am just...
Are you sure?
I know, that's why I like you there.
Can you imagine how boring it'd be for Nathan to be with himself all the time?
He'd actually have
She
shoes.
lives at home with me, thank you very much. And an imp, and his cockatrice, and my familiar, and my owl.
And Pip.
And Pip,
And,
yeah.
Yep, and Pip.
Technically, Pip lives underneath the house.
That is still my land. Regardless. Of course I want you back, Rosie.
Okay, cool.
Be too quiet otherwise. We go to Ireland. I turned into Rosie for
Alrighty. So, as you guys are making your way across the barrel run, and down the alley and over across to another section of the barrel run, you stop and look up and see the sign for Arlen's shop. It's right in the spot that you're always used to, but right next to it, there's another sign, a more temporary sign painted and says "Grand Opening."
Well, that's curious.
Grand
Very much so.
opening.
Nathan's gonna walk inside.
As you open the first door and see the stairs up, there is a line to get in. People are standing in the stairways, and there's other people coming down from the other direction. You hear a lot of noise up there.
Well, that's strange.
Quite a few of them you recognize. There's a couple of people here from the Birchfield, and quite a few people here from the Steel Syndicate.
He might be fully open, which is why he's saying a grand opening.
Maybe.
He can
Yeah,
sell
because it
magic
was
items,
more
I'm
of a
guessing.
technicality that he was allowed to be open.
He can sell everything now. It's not limited. Might be that.
Are there windows? Because you said upstairs, right? So there's a second floor.
Nope, no windows.
Damn. You learned from the prequels. Don't give Jenny windows.
No, it's just the shop doesn't exist here.
It's literally like Howl's Moving Castle. Like, that's the way I keep thinking
That's-
about it. It's literally that.
That's exactly how I imagined it. Where's Cal?
I don't know. That's the big bad.
Nathan,
Bottom of the
no.
wash bucket.
Ow!
With the pterodactyl.
Evidently.
Sorry. Nathan's gonna see this sudden large group of people and just kind of reach over and grab whoever's standing closest to him.
Probably
Mari
Mari.
just kind of puts his hand on her shoulder, just like
She kind of just...
Suddenly a lot of people.
I can split a path. I'm very loud.
I don't think that's gonna help. They seem to be waiting quite a bit. I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Right, if they're in line for shopping, they're not going to be happy if you try to cut in front of them.
Oh, no. I know. I just mean, like, if it starts getting packed, I can... People don't want to mess with these.
Yeah, probably again not a good idea. These are the guilds in the city, so
How many feet up?
I'm at about 8 inches each.
That means
What are you looking to know? I don't understand what
I
you're
have
asking.
Misty Step.
So you're going to Misty Step to where?
I want to try to talk to Arlen. That's all, but I don't
All
think
right,
I'm going.
the only thing you can see is the top of the stairs. It turns, so you can get up to the front of the stairs, but you'll be literally surrounded by people at that point.
Oh, never mind. Oh, no.
This is next door to the regular entrance, right?
No, this is the only entrance.
Oh, okay.
There's only one
Well,
way in, one way out.
You said there's some people
There's
we
literally
recognize.
a line. Sure. Yeah. There's let's see here. I should get out my asset list. One sec.
looks like we're in for a bit of a.
I'd say.
Rosie's gonna like put out a little container and she's gonna start playing for the people that are waiting. Just why not?
Mag scurries up Nathan's leg painfully and just kind of lays it along his shoulders because she doesn't want to be stepped on.
That would kill her.
Syl has been staring at Soxy and Owen in equal measures as we've been waiting in line, and Syl gives Soxy her picture. And
Thank you, Syl.
you're welcome. And with Owen, she seems to be getting more sophisticated with her design. There's ears and hair now.
Kurzol is there.
Oh, Kurzol, hi. Could you tell us what's going on here? What's with all the people?
So this saber-toothed tiger-like tabaxi turns and sees you all and kind of nods with a little bit of a smile. His very muscular frame, and he's not wearing a shirt. He's only wearing pants, and usually doesn't wear a shirt. So,
Damn it. Syl offers him a firm, like, how are you doing, you so-and-so handshake.
Okay. All right.
How's life treating you?
I feel personally attacked. Lord.
It
Mark that off on bingo.
well,
Good.
it's well.
She's clearly putting on like a, yes, we are strong individuals sort of behavior.
Okay. What Arlen's is the grand opening this whole week. Did you not know?
No, but I mean, he's been open, so I didn't realize he was doing like a big official
Not the
opening
magic
thing.
shop, only the alchemical.
Oh, I see what you mean. So like the magic items now, not just the supplies and stuff.
Correct.
Cool.
Gotcha. That would explain this line.
He puts a hand on, or a huge paw on Soxy's shoulder. I heard what happened to your guild. Sorry.
Thank you. Wasn't exactly what we were trying to achieve there, but not everyone's gone, and we're going to do what we can to see if there's anything we can do to bring it back.
Good.
But thank you.
Pat you probably a little hard. Well, you're fine with it, but it's a pretty firm hit. And then he turns and kind of gets back in line, but he doesn't turn away from you. He just gets back to his place. And so, what are you looking for here?
Well, actually, we came to even see the alchemical shop. We didn't realize he was having his grand opening. We've been a little distracted with everything else. So it hadn't really caught our attention yet.
There are a couple trinkets I'm looking at too, but yeah, mostly alchemical.
Yeah, and I can't really wear armor, and she just gestures at herself. It doesn't really fit ever, so I won't be looking for that. Maybe a new weapon.
Yes, many, I hear. Many weapons.
That would be fun. I finally have a reason to be here. I mean, yes, that would be very good.
All right. And farther up, there's probably more people you've seen before. I can't remember everyone you've met, but there's several people. If there's somebody in particular, you can ask me if they're here. None of bad company is here.
Soxy would chit-chat with him a little bit, but nothing important.
Okay, so you guys make some small gotta look at someone's character.
Owen.
Oh,
Owen.
I have 69 hit points if you're looking, Logan.
I'm looking for passive insight.
Hey.
I
Sue?
think mine's a
Oh,
14.
Give me,
All right.
give me your hand.
15.
Buddy. All right, yes, Miss 18. You're the only one that notices. Every once in a while,
Won't make this a thing. Celeste started teaching Owen how to play Thumb War.
Logan, just for reference, my passive is 20.
Oh,
I have your sheet open. It's not 20 on here.
On my D&D Beyond, it is.
Passive
Perception or insight?
insight's a 16.
he's doing insight.
Oh, sorry, I thought you
Yeah.
said perception.
No. I just said
Damn.
passive, so I apologize. Mari, every once in a while, Kurzal looks over at Mari.
How you doing?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
He doesn't make it obvious. He's trying not to make it obvious. Everyone else seems to have missed it.
Yep.
But you definitely get this idea that he's checking you out.
This is my graph paper fiance with a creature that doesn't exist, and there is so much jealousy in my chest right now. I'm just like, that's mine. Back the
On
fuck
both
up.
sides.
Just take comfort in the fact that you don't notice it.
That's true. You are
Mario.
oblivious.
Mari is gonna scoot closer to Nathan. Not saying anything, just scoot closer.
All right. How obvious do you make that motion?
Obvious enough for him, for
Okay.
the
He
no one.
he catches it and he kind of backs off.
She does that whole like, just
Yeah.
puts it around Nathan's arm.
Has to go around
She
his
was
waist
already-
because she's small.
No,
she
just-
was already like his hand on her shoulder. She was already doing this anyway. So
All she has to do is just put her hand on his arm and flash the engagement
Yeah.
ring at the same
That
time.
too, but-
It's like
Yeah, but
it's a
again,
little more
you get the
obvious.
idea
That was a
that
little more obvious.
You get the idea that he kind of maybe knew something was there, but was kind of testing to see if you were the type that might be like,
Greener
stronger,
pastures.
bigger, Yeah. But then once he realized you weren't, he backed.
Very
Um,
handsome.
Nathan's pride is hurt.
Nathan doesn't see this.
Nathan doesn't know.
Consider it
Nathan
your
doesn't.
greatest acting challenge.
Okay, so the line starts to move a little bit more as people are finishing up, and as you get closer to the top of the stairs, you definitely hear a lot of noise up there. And once you get to the corner and can see up the last couple of steps into the actual shop, you realize there's probably 100 people in there, and that's just in the alchemical shop area, and that is to the gills packed. And people are kind of shuffling around the best they can, and then there's probably more people towards the back in the actual magic item shop area.
Nathan is holding Mari's hand very close to her, trying to make himself as small as possible.
Owen's just kind of wading through.
It's hopping.
it's busy.
Yeah.
As soon as you guys make your way into the actual shop, you can move around okay, but not easily. You get about to the halfway point, and that's where the counter is, this now L-shaped counter. And it moves over into the other side of the shop, which has all the magical items on it. Half of the shelves and everything are empty at this point, though. So there's not it's sort of slim pickings. And then there's the side door there. And yes, the trident is still there if anybody's interested.
Question.
Yes, Sil?
Is the interior layout of this place like the interior layout that we saw in the northern city, the other Arlen?
Exactly.
So this is what the full-blown version looks like.
Mhm.
Okay.
Correct. And then the back room is actually to the right now, across from the counter.
Syl would wander to any weaponry, if there's any weaponry.
Okay. What are you looking for?
I'm
We're gonna play
looking
this that way. I'm not
for-
gonna just list
No,
everything
that's
there.
fine. I'm looking at the biggest things they have, like the most ostentatious, like like robust weaponry. So anything that's two-handed or would have the word great in front of it, perhaps.
Right.
That sort of thing. She wants to see what kind of arsenal he's packing in terms of her interests.
Find a great sickle, a great dagger.
A great dagger, it's just a short
Great
sword.
dagger. It's short, yeah.
It's just a
The
short
two-handed
sword.
dagger, what?
I'm stealing that. I'm stealing that
A
joke.
great dagger.
It's a great dagger. It does 1d6 slashing damage. It's like a really cool dagger.
Not to bring up old other streams, but well, I'd love to bring up other streams. The game you were in today, that troll that you were going against, it sounds like something he would have said. Tough.
Tough like great dagger.
Do you promote that real quick?
Oh yeah. So I guess it's on Susanna Grace's channel this afternoon. And we played a game of the Witcher RPG. So we did a one shot and it was very delightful. So Susanna Grace occasionally raids us. We occasionally raid her channel, and they are delightful people. So you should go check them out. I'll put it in chat.
If we're still stalling for time, Logan, should I talk about when I was on Strategist?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, since we're stalling for time, I was recently on Strategist Academy in their Monster of the Week game, The Last Nights on Earth. It is fucking awesome. You guys should check it out. It is a post-apocalyptic version of Monster of the Week, where instead of magic, we have mutant abilities. I played Amos Westfield, who was the spooky mutant boy who just wanted to take a nap. It was super awesome. They were very welcoming. You guys should check them out. They've got a super inclusive and super friendly fan base and just community as a whole. You guys should check out. They have a million different shows. Check them all out. I highly recommend them. They're awesome.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Obviously, check them
right.
out after stream today. We'll
Yes.
put links in
after
chats,
stream.
but stay here.
We're a little partial to you staying with us, but for no reason.
So they have they're okay. So you're going along and you're looking at these different weapons, and up on the larger racks, really up high, they have all the really large weapons just sit lengthwise. Because I guess they probably assume that most often it's gonna be a larger, taller person to get to them. Probably insensitive, but I'd love to see a maul or a great hammer or a great axe in the hands of a gnome. That'd be amazing. Very Harlequin vibe to that.
I need that. I need Rosie to get something now. I
Like
need
a giant
her to.
ball. Oh my god!
I
All right.
need her to.
Red.
So they have several different weapons up there. They have a large maul, and this maul looks like just around right where it hits. So maul's just very very large hammer, basically. Very simple wooden, but all around the edge on both of the faces of the hammer are these metal like jagged pieces. They almost look like teeth, but they're like these metal jagged pieces all the way around. So that may not be something you're interested in right now.
That's nasty.
I
Nathan
love it.
is
Maury's not a fan of
Nathan's
teeth. Weapons with teeth.
Fair.
Nathan's
Too
just
soon.
looking for short swords. Because I don't have one. So Nathan's going to be looking for short swords. Potentially
Well, hold on, I'm
plus
going to finish
one.
up with Sil here.
Oh, yeah.
So they also have they have this large axe. And this one's a little bit simpler. It looks more designer. It's this beautiful steel with all of these kind of jagged line, or not jagged, just chevron style lines, and just a lot of detail and intricacies to it.
Says Versace on
it basically all the way down. The handle is all just ridged, so it's got real good grip on it if your hands were wet or slippery or something like that. And it looks like it's got a ring for maybe at the end of it for hanging, and the top of it looks like a giant carved gem on it.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Oh,
that one's neat.
And then
Tinks the gem part.
And lastly, they have there's this giant sword. So it's definitely a two-handed sword. It's got looks like it's two different areas to grip from. It's probably 7 feet long. It's got kind of a wavy blade to it, and it just looks really incredibly large and menacing. But other than that, it's fairly simple. Just a black leather wrapped with steel with a steel blade and guard.
Oh, what? I want to know more about the hammer. I look around for someone
So-
to talk to, or if there's
There's only one person to talk to.
Arlen.
And so there is a wait for anybody who had questions. But as he comes by, Arlen sees you guys looking around. He says, "One moment," and he runs over and he grabs a little pamphlet, and he just kind of runs by and puts it like just kind of touches you, pats you in the chest real quick to put it there, and keeps walking by you.
Thank you.
Don't leave with that.
Okay.
Thanks, Arlen.
You'll get hurt. And you unroll this little scroll, and it's got a lot of explanations, of very quick explanations of what some of these things are. So like there's
a maul
for the sword. The first thing you see is it's kind of highlighted. It says for hitting, for getting to your enemy's weak spots. And so there's that. And then the mall was 1 second.
Only 3 easy payments of $19.99.
Yeah. There's no
Don't
prices.
fall for it, so don't fall for it.
Oh god,
and
it's like,
then-
wait, this is like when you go to a restaurant and they have all of the cocktails.
Yes.
Yep,
And there's
yep.
no prices because you don't want to see the prices.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Because you see the prices, you're just going to turn and leave. And then the weapon says that the way this one says for the fighter who wants a weapon that hits harder than they do.
Ugh. And then the
that's
gem.
that's the hammer.
Oh, that's the gem hammer.
And then the gem axe.
Oh.
It's red. All the text is red.
Oh no.
It says its benefits outweigh its negatives.
Maybe that means it's cheaper. Maybe it's like when you have like a scratch on something and it's like a red tag.
It might be. It sounds like a warning,
I
like the
hope
kind
it
of thing
is.
that we would have gotten about Marblade.
I wish that.
Well,
were
Well, I
in
don't think the
warning.
benefits outweighed the negatives on that one.
I don't think so
No.
either, but
No.
that's what this reminds me of.
I'm inclined to agree with that statement.
Oh,
And
but
then
I
you're
really
looking for a
wanna
short
know.
sword. Is that what Nathan said?
Yes, short sword. That is what he is now trained in.
My boy.
Now they have armor.
I have armor. Guys, I'm a warlock with 14 AC.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Um,
I felt like Sam Riegel for a second, and I was terrified.
Hey, if it helps, my AC is 13.
My AC is 12.
Baby,
Put some clothes.
listen, it's better than being a level 19 wizard and having a 10 AC.
To be fair, Mari doesn't usually get close up in combat. She's usually far away because her AC is 12. She would die or she could.
Oh, y'all need more
If that's
AC.
never happened.
Still just goes
Listen.
around and buys leather padded armor for everyone, just like arms up. Let's go.
So this first short sword looks like it's made out of stone. Like there's cracks going through it. It's just been roughly hewn out of stone with a forged metal handle or grip. And down at the base, there's a hole right in the center of it where there's 3 links of chain off of it, 2 sets of 3 links of chain. And then at the end of these links of chains, there are teeth that are this big hanging off of it. Then the next one is a sword that's in its sheath, and it's a nice leather sheath, and the sheath has symbols of the moon, the phases of the moon all across it, and then the handle has this just beautiful kind of almost gossamer like leather, like it's been treated in some magical way. Other than that, it's this kind of just light blue silver for the rest of the weapon. And then the last one is actually behind glass. It looks incredibly menacing. The pommel and then the guard and all the way up into the sword are several tortured-looking skulls, each one with a red gem in its mouth. And it looks like they're just twisted metal all the way down with a blackened steel blade.
That is metal as fuck. Holy shit.
It is all metal as fuck.
Oh, holy shit.
So the first one, when you look at the descriptions, is says, "Don't take this home to your giant mother-in-law." The next one say you'd have to be a lunatic to want this sword. And then the last one is in all red, not for sale.
That's terrifying.
Then why would you put it on the shelf?
What's the price on the one with the moon phases?
You'll have to ask.
No prices.
I like
All right.
that.
All right, I'm going to do one more, then we'll have to do some of this after the fact. I don't want to take all night. So I saw Rosie's hand first. Maybe we'll get to Owen's too, because you seem like you have something. You're the one that wanted to come here specifically. So Rosie, what?
Rosie wanted to look at pretty rapiers and other dex-based weapons because she has like a crossbow and a dagger.
So those are short swords. Rapiers, let me see if they have any. Oh, they have one. Hold on.
I want something that's pretty so I can show off to Connor.
That's so cute.
Just like, look what I got! Now I can kick your ass.
If you had like a kukri or a katana, those would be cool. I think I said those right. I'm not sure. Or a kopesh.
So this almost looks like ivory in the handle, but it's missing like there's design points where it's just empty space. So it looks like it's just very lightweight and almost sort of futuristic on the pommel. It goes to these wings with these cool little swoops, and some sort of blue stone underneath this metal, ivory, whatever it is, hidden under there. And then it goes up into just a beautiful, very thin, like saber or rapier from there, and it's just this gorgeous, very light white steel. It's got kind of these little designs down towards the base and the tip. And this one says, it doesn't sing, but it does dance.
I'm getting it. I don't care how much it costs. I'm getting it.
You don't even need a dancer then.
I still want Swazi.
Oh,
just out of character, he's just looking real quick for a Ring of Featherfall, and potentially, if they have it, just seeing if they have an Amulet of Health.
Ring of Featherfall, they'll absolutely have. I believe that's just not common, is it? Wait.
I believe it's rare, technically.
Oh,
or wait,
is
is it or is it
Okay, hold
uncommon?
on,
I might be
rare.
thinking of something else.
No, it's. They do have one. I'll get you the price here in a second. I'll get you all the prices. And then what was the other thing you were looking at?
Amulet of Health. Probably couldn't afford it if it's there, but just check it.
It's only rare as well. Okay. Oh, that one's probably gone.
Yeah.
That one's gone. All right. So let me go ahead and get you the prices here.
I had one item and I realized I'm not gonna fucking ask for that in this store. I'm not fucking asking for that.
So who wants prices first?
I know.
Sil, which one did you want prices?
I wanted to know about the greatsword and the great axe, the one with the red print.
What was the description on the greatsword?
The greatsword was getting to your enemy's weak spots.
Enemy.
Yeah.
So that one is 4,000.
Oh, that's 1, 2. Okay, I have just enough for that one.
And
What's the
and the presumably let's call it problematic great axe.
oh, okay.
That one might be cheaper, I assume, based on its metaphysical nicks and scratches.
$3 copper.
I just really, I don't know. I just really want to know what it does. It looks like gemstones.
It's actually in the need a weapon, take a weapon jar.
Wait, which one?
There was a
the
there's
big
one.
pommel. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gem pommel.
like
Yeah. And it looks like some sort of black gem. Okay, so this one also 4,000.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. I would want to research more about what the axe does beyond just its little.
Okay. So that's the only two you want to know about?
Yeah, those are the only two I want
Okay.
to know about.
Nathan, which one was yours again?
Well, I have an issue because I realized I still haven't added the gold because I don't know how much gold I have received from the past few bullshits that from the distributing from different
I have no idea.
loot.
It's all been posted, so
I also
I think we even talked about it last time you
we
played.
did.
I gave you a number.
No, you didn't give me a number.
Yeah, we looked it up. We looked up Heather's posting and gave you the number. It was like 4,000 something. I remember looking it up, but that's maybe
I'd have to look.
Heather, would you mind looking while I go on to the next person? Finding that.
I
What was it
wanted to
again,
know
Andrew?
about the rapier.
Oh, right. I know what you're.
It was 1,888 gold and 200 platinum. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm putting a screenshot
Typed out, please.
in active for you. There.
Ah, thank you.
That was from episode 106. I love that I went from 27 gold to like 4,100.
So so the sword that you're looking at, Rosie, is 3,000.
I have enough. Can I also buy some what was it? Powdered silver, please.
Sure, whatever price that is in the book, I assume.
It's a specific amount, so yeah.
The ring that you're looking at, Owen, is 2,000.
We'll go ahead and grab that.
And the moon phases sword.
Just to give you an idea, Nathan or Owen, the amulet of health that you were looking at when you describe it to him, he tells you it would be somewhere between 8,000 to 10,000, depending on the offers. It's one of the more rare items, and it's constant demand.
It'd be worth it.
The Moonblade sword is 500.
Oh, fucking! I'm buying that.
Okay.
Syl would try to corner Arland at some point, get his attention. Asking...
Yeah, so he comes over and he sits there and but he's talking me. That's where you get the prices. So
Yeah.
oh, hello. Okay, you have my attention. What can I help you with? And then he explains to you really quick the price of the swords as you point to them. This and this and this. All right, questions?
Yes, there's red text on this one that talks about some negatives, even though it says
Oh,
that
the
there's not as
Berserker's
many.
axe. Yes.
Yeah, what does it do?
Oh, you're trained as a berserker, yes, or as a barbarian, yes.
I hit things, sure.
Well, you're very passionate when it comes to that, yes.
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay, imagine that, but to 11. It's one higher. Wait.
So-
Sorry, he looks you up and down to 12. That's one higher.
Oh, So it just makes me more like just
Yeah,
more oomph.
That's exactly what it does. It will help you hit harder. It will help you hit faster. Well, maybe not faster, but harder, definitely. It will. It does a lot of things. But you also will definitely focus more.
What does that mean?
You do you know how when you get angry and you focus down and it becomes things around you seem to kind of just disappear. Tunnel vision. It's just that, but to 11.
12.
12 to 12. That's one higher.
Okay. What about the sword?
The sword. Which sword is this?
It's really rad. It's got 2 handles, and it makes you get through your enemy's weaknesses.
That sword there does some of what the axe does. Basically, they will help you hit your enemies a little harder, a little more in the sensitive bits. It's just a little guided. It's better going for the jugular acid.
Well,
but so does the axe.
Yeah, the axe is so pretty.
The axe is definitely the better deal. They're those little drawbacks we just.
Discussed. So
we did. I told you everything.
Okay.
I may have labeled it in a fairly positive way. Many people covet this axe because of those features. I don't understand it myself.
Okay. Do you have a return policy?
Yes, you can return it for half the value.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
roughly. So it depends on if I need it or not.
Okay, so worst case scenario, I spend $2,000 on a thing that ends up just being like, probably don't want this, and then I get like a day of fun out of it. I'm gonna think on it.
I really like you guys. So the worst case scenario is you go into a crazy bloodlust frenzy and kill all your friends.
Oh.
Can we pass on
that would be worst case scenario.
Okay.
It's very rare, and it would mean that a lot of just keep a hero die and you'll be fine.
That's really weird. You started making all this static noise,
right?
And there's
Yes,
a little
I'm sorry.
blood coming out of your nose right now.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
I would like the Actually, can we? She looks haggle for the sword.
Sure. Well, for the sword? Oh, no, the sword I have buyers for, and I could have buyers for tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll
just get the sword.
I would be glad to. Okay,
I'll get
all
the
right.
sword.
Well, you're welcome to
she
it.
She just goes into her bag of holding and kind of flips it inside out. Because she just kept her money in there.
With your courtesy discount and our grand opening discounts, that'll be $3,600.
Oh, wonderful!
Still turns bag inside out.
Owen obviously ready to make a deal. Then turns to Rosie. Yep.
So I definitely want this just based on the description.
Yes,
but
of course.
What exactly does it do?
Have you ever heard of the spell Spiritual?
Yes.
It's that, but better.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting it.
All right. So let's see, 3,000 minus your discount of 300 is 2,700.
Okay.
And yes,
also,
you have that too. 10%.
For the powdered silver, is there any way to gift wrap it?
Yes.
Can I do that?
Sure. And he whistles out, and coming from the back room, holding several boxes of supplies and putting them on the counter, is a very small 2-foot plant creature. He looks like a little tiny seaweed monster that's adorable as hell. And he puts it on the counter and he goes and starts gift wrapping the silver.
Reginald.
This is my helper.
He's absolutely adorable.
It really is.
This is who I think it is, because I'm gonna scream.
You're like the prettiest shade of green, sir. Ma'am, sir, my friend.
So he looks up at you.
I don't know what you said, but I'll take it as good because it was delightful.
Oh, he doesn't speak. I mean, he understands a little bit. His name is Sir Reginald Carrington.
Oh, of the Cinderhaven Carringtons.
Yes, of the Cinderhaven Carrington.
Carrington!
Nathan, how can I help?
I'm so distracted by that lovely little friend. I was curious about the sword with the moon phases on the sheath.
Oh yes, it's a moon touched sword. It's very mildly enchanted. It glows with moonlight. That's about it. Counts as magical, which is good in a lot of cases. But it is and very intricately made. And it's very masterful. He pulls it out and pulls it down, and this brilliant moonlight just shines out. This kind of soft bluish light, just brilliant. It shines 15 feet out, and then another 15-foot shadowy around that. And it's got that same intricate carving of the moon faces all the way down the blade.
I want it.
Well, it's 500, so it would be 450 gold for you today.
Hands over the money. I do have a question about
Sure.
that.
Which one?
He's pointing.
That's not for sale.
I know, I'm not interested in buying it. I'm interested in what the fuck it is.
That is a bad sword. It is a 9 live stealing sword.
Okay.
And in this city, we're not allowed to sell it. So you are welcome, however, to come to any one of our other locations so you can buy that exact sword. I'd be glad to sell it.
That's not... I'm curious. I just want to know what it does.
Sounds like it kills 9 people.
It destroys 9 people. There's a difference. It basically unmakes them, if I remember correctly.
Oh, Jesus.
For some reason, I feel like I'm having some sort of really negative flashback, but I can't tell why.
Too soon, Nathan. Now, Nathan, listen, I gave up my cool-ass weapon that had red text.
I don't want that thing. No, not at all. But, Arlen, I do have one more question.
Yes, of course.
Can I speak with you alone first?
He looks around at the hundreds of people in here.
Away in a corner.
Rosie's gonna clap her hands over her massive ears and just la 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 la.
So he'll walk aside from you and kind of go off. But how can I help you, Nathan?
Do you know if there are any items that can kind of turn back time on someone? Revert to a former...
In what way?
Revert to a former form.
You know, I heard recently there was some magic, some resurrection spell went very strange in town, and
I would
someone was
prefer
able to
that
do-
the recipient didn't have to die first.
Oh, well, it depends. What is it? How far back and what's being done exactly? I don't know of many or artifacts that you do.
Mari, you know about what happened with Mari, right? You knew
Yes,
Mari.
the tabaxi.
But did
She
you know?
didn't used to be a.
She's told me that she wouldn't mind, would like to go back to how she used to be. And I thought I might be able to help her with that so she can look how she wants to on our wedding.
That's not easy. I'll have to do some research and get back to you. I'm sure there are ways of doing it. I don't know what the consequences would be.
Consequences on her, the person casting, whatever it is.
I don't know. It depends on how we do it. I'll have to research it. You'll have to come back. Today's not that day.
I understand. I'll happily come back.
Great.
Thank you. This means a lot.
Nathan.
Yes.
She's here. That should count for something. And he just claps you on the back and then heads off. Sir Reginald walks up. He's like pointing towards the door.
Bet you picked me
Telling
for
me-
leave.
No, the other part of the group. Sorry, not you off by yourself. The
I was gonna say,
the people who
Jesus.
finish their
Get out,
transactions.
Nathan.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you.
And she'll put her finger down to like,
He'll shake you.
Oh,
he's so cute. She just puts her great sword over
They
her
have a picture
shoulder.
floating around somewhere. I haven't found it. But
It was nice to meet you, Sir Reginald. And Soxy will shake his hand.
We're just gonna wave a little.
Toxie, come on! I want to swing this outside.
Let's get somewhere. Let's maybe go to the guild house first.
Maybe not just out in an alley.
No, fist fight, but not behind Denny's. 3 a.m. Let's go.
Fancy Denny's.
Okay, there's gotta be at some point in the existence of the world somebody in the back lot of a Denny's with a great sword.
It's Stroops. That's
It's
what it
about
is.
to happen with Sil.
all right, so you guys
We're gonna
push
go to
your way. You make your way past everyone as Arlen and Sir Reginald take care of the rest of the people there. The line is longer than it was when you arrived, so you got here just in time.
I
You
gotta
guys head on out.
I'm gonna take care of something real quick. I'll be back in like 15 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Be
we-
careful.
He heads up. I'll DM you, Logan, over the.
So Nathan, now that you're done with the Ring of Regeneration, what did you do?
He's had it in. He had put it in his side table next
Okay.
to his bed.
Okay.
He was going to actually talk to Afra about it, about maybe keeping it until he can see if he can regenerate his second eye through a medical procedure.
Got it.
He probably has already gone to her about that since I haven't been here. He's probably gone to her already about that. So that would be very important to him to ask her about that. Unless we can just do that right now, because I'd be
We
more
can do that
than
right now. I mean, that's fine. We say you did this last night because the first thing she would have said was, "Did Soxy and get a chance to use it yet?"
No, but it did nothing to my affliction. Absolutely.
Well, hers is different, so I'd like to try, but you're welcome to keep it after that. I don't need it right now.
Absolutely.
Just
Thank
let her try it for a couple of days and see if it helps. I'm hoping it's different. So yeah, that's pretty much the conversation.
Yep.
Just want to make sure that Soxy gets a chance to try it.
Oh.
And I think the other person was Callie, but she didn't end up needing
Yeah,
Right. She needed a whole new body.
a whole new body. All right,
Whole new old body.
whole new. Yeah, went backwards.
Yeah.
Like you missed this one. Let's go back. Back.
You got to
Traco.
be them for a day.
Yeah, bless
War
it.
flashback.
Yeah, and
Rosie?
Soxy would have wanted to look at stuff, but we can do it after.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, sorry. I don't think if so you think, is it something that might affect something that might happen today?
I doubt it.
Okay, go ahead and DM it to me, and then if I need to, I'll go back. Rosie.
So once we get to a quiet spot, Rosie's going to just kind of like tug on
Quiet
Mari.
with or without Syl grunting and swinging around her axe? Or her
She can be
sword?
with. She doesn't care. She just step
Okay,
off
go
to the
ahead.
side.
Does that count as concentrating and focusing and attuning to said item?
Yes.
Just barbarians have a different attunement procedure.
Not fully with it.
Just smack
Swinging
the dirt.
at rest.
You just do helicopter spins for.
So she'd kind of just tug on Mari and Nathan's clothes just when she gets the chance.
Yes.
Can we like walk like maybe 3 of your steps that way?
Sure.
2.5 of Nathan's.
It's because I have long legs.
8 of mine. Please.
Absolutely.
And she's gonna pull out the package that she just got gift wrapped.
So I know you saw me buy this,
Yeah.
but I learned something while I was away. and I wanted to give this to you for when you need to use it. I don't know when you guys are planning to get married, but I learned to spell if maybe you wouldn't have to, I wanted to be able to do something nice for when you do. And also you wouldn't have to pay me to do it, because I wanna, but I learned a ceremony spell, so if, yeah.
Nathan just
You don't
hugs
have to
her,
say
dude.
yeah, I can.
Nathan just hugs her. Like, picks her up. And then sets her back down.
How is it? That's...
Thank you, Rosie.
You don't have to. You don't have to accept it. I wanted to offer.
And then just kind of glances at Mark and goes, well, I'm
fine. I'm fine with it.
I mean, don't sound so excited.
I am excited!
You really think we're not excited, Rosie? Yes, that'd be wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, awesome.
What,
I'm very excited.
what is the silver? Is that a component in the ritual?
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to say that I've got it covered.
Thank you, Rosie.
And it's like, I'm a bard, so I don't really change my stuff out, so whenever you want it, it's there.
Good to know.
Yeah. I've never done weddings before, but I wanted to try.
I trust you.
So do I. Just stop stealing my shoes.
Please.
I did.
Don't bury any more in my garden, please.
I stopped.
Yeah.
And also, I wasn't burying them in your garden. I was planting flowers in the shoes.
Still.
I've also noticed I've been missing socks.
That was not me.
That was
not.
That was Pip, and he's not going to do it anymore. I took care of it. He made puppets out of it. Where's Puppet Show? Which is a very
That's
cute
why they
reason.
look so familiar.
Yeah. But he's not gonna take any more of them.
Okay.
I love you both.
I love you too, Rosie.
A lot.
Logan softly in the distance. Aww.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna go play with my new sword now.
Okay, just be careful, please.
Okay. She's gonna run off and join Syl.
Careful, don't hurt anyone yourself. Or yourself, please don't.
Rosie, what do you have?
A knife!
Yes!
Mari's
I'm
just
really-
on standby with healing spells for Syl and Rosie.
I'm
Honestly,
just
Syl-
waiting for
I
a
was gonna
point in
say,
time where we
Syl-
need to steal some sort of dagger.
But Syl will like dramatically sort of on guard to Rosie and will not fully like swing. She doesn't even know.
I
what
hope
this thing does
not.
yet. But there will be at least some sparring positiony things, and she'll occasionally show off and do like a spinny Darth Maul thing or something.
Using minor illusion to make the clean.
She's for like 2 seconds. Stills that video of the guy with the lightsaber in his garage, just for 2 seconds.
That's amazing. Nathan is just standing there with his sword, just kind of watching.
Nathan, you get a turn.
Mari's gonna shove him a little bit forward. Go play.
Oh, what,
Come
you
on.
Go
You've
play.
never seen me in action with you've
haven't.
never seen me in
Go
action.
play.
At me, you coward!
You guys,
Yeah.
maybe we should finish walking to the guild
Yeah.
hall where there's practice coming,
Yeah.
but you don't cut
Yeah.
each
Just
other.
goofing.
Swore I was waiting.
We're just goofing. It's fine.
Just
As,
look down
Rosie's
from an
sword
aerial
very-
view.
as one of the healers currently in presence, I'd like that better, please.
Just looks down from an aerial view. It's just massive, like, drawings in the dirt.
Oh, fine. And
The swords
Syl-
never
Syl-
Yeah, there's
The swords never connect, but Rosie stole minor illusions, like massive, like battle clangs and shit. There's like the Wilhelm scream.
Very bad.
Yeah. Still just sort of half-heartedly, but still playfully just taps Rosie's rapier. There, we're done.
Punk. Oh no.
Totally
Dying.
worth.
You struck me
Totally
down.
worth the small fortune I spent on this.
Death.
And then she just lays there for like 30 seconds.
Rosie, we're walking away from you.
The Lord.
I have to worse
back.
than ketchup.
Before she sits up, Mags runs over and sits on her chest, full weight.
Mags, you're like the same size as me.
The gods have brought me back. I was there at the pearly gate.
They said there's a full party that needs you.
That's one. That's one. It's very obscure, but
We're
that's
the only
one.
people who are
Noted.
gonna reference.
Noted.
I might reference that. I fucking love that music.
I'm saying we three are the only ones that are gonna reference.
So yeah, Syl spends the walk contemplating her sword. Do we have to... Attunement takes an hour, or...
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Owen's attuning to his ring on his way back.
As soon as Rosie gets Mags off of her chest, she's going to hop onto Keely and then.
Oh my god, we have to get Keely horseshoes of the Zephyr.
Yes!
That would be amazing.
Yes. Mags is gonna
All right.
flop.
We good?
Yeah. Just killing Tam. That's about it.
Not much
All
else in Soxy said we couldn't find.
Mom said we couldn't find.
I like how the giant bug is the mom. She's like, you guys, don't hurt yourselves.
You're the brood mother.
You can't tell me what to do.
You're not my real mom.
No shit.
Oh god.
Well, I mean, we have a similar color palette.
It's anatomically impossible. I lay eggs.
You don't know where I came from.
Pretty sure it wasn't an egg.
I don't know where I came from.
I don't either.
Goblins come from
Alright.
the Cabbage Patch.
don't like
so,
that
sorry about that. That's the
I don't
best
like
picture I
that
can find,
scene.
Ange, of your sword.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a horrible image, but I can find an image of the sword, but the scale is the incredible part. It's about 6 feet tall. A little over 6 feet tall. It's supposed to be, but yeah.
So cool.
Anyway, so let us. You guys are heading over to the
Guild
Divine
house.
Foundry, or the guild house.
Yeah.
Right. You get there. What are you doing?
They wanted to play with their new weapons, and there's
Right.
practice
So you guys sit
dummies.
there and you
Their
play
new
around with your
toy.
new weapon, and then there's a knock on the door,
We're
and
busy.
that's where we're going to take our break.
Who goes
Okay.
there?
Literally
We'll
three
be
people
back.
just whip around with swords.
We'll be back in about 20 minutes to find out who is coming and knocking.
Who's about to
We'll see you
die.
then. With
Come on,
swords.
knock on our door.
Doo-doo. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Thank you for being here. Everyone else is running a little bit behind. They'll start popping up like daisies here in a minute. And no one's done Mulan yet, right? Okay. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about our sponsors.
A goal worth fighting for.
Oh, no. Let's talk first about World Anvil, that most robust and awesome of softwares, and we have some really exciting news. Are we allowed to say any of it, though?
Well, some of it's NDA, so no, but...
I can't... Oh, crap. See, now here I am trying to remember exactly what's NDA.
The stuff that involved not us initially. I mean,
I don't remember.
Logan and I are going to start doing a stream.
We had a big meeting with World Anvil today, and let's just say that we are going to be becoming more and more connected with World Anvil in the future. We are less being sponsored by and more partnering with on a grander scale. So
that includes some giveaways we may or may not have forgotten we could do in the first
completely forgotten that we're supposed to be giving away World Anvil stuff every month. I don't know how we forgot that. So we'll be making sure that we do that, not tonight, but another night. We have they've got a special new system, and we'll be getting special codes to give some few months of tons of months free of World Anvil goodies away, for the big memberships. They've created a whole new tier. Is that something I can talk about? Yeah, I think that's fine. That's announced, right? Whatever. Anyway, there's a whole
I'd err on the side of wait.
Yeah. There's good stuff happening. Let me just put out there that there's good stuff happening. I'm just going to say that we're going to start a World Anvil stream. Well, a Discover RPG stream, Angela and I, where we will be teaching World Anvil a little bit, but also talking about some really fun world building. So it's just basically Angela and I talking for an hour. Let's be realistic; it'll probably be an hour and a half. We'll try to shoot for an hour. It'll go an hour and a half. Discover RPG was supposed to be an hour, and it turned into 2 hours. So we just can't. We just talk and talk and talk and talk. But we're going to be using World Anvil, and you'll be able to see the screen and see us. And we'll be using the World Anvil live and teaching how to use it in addition, or just maybe not teaching necessarily is the right word, but just showing how we use it. But also while we're world building. So we'll be sitting there working on Countless Heroes and Angela's games and my games and some goofy, silly things that we'll be doing here in the future, which I'm very excited about. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We don't know when that's going to be, but tomorrow afternoon we're doing a test stream, probably an hour after DRPG ends. So right around 3 o'clock PST, we'll be doing a test stream for about an hour, assuming all of the stuff works. But that probably won't have the DRPG bring some of the World Anvil branding for that initially, and we'll get it all set up later. But we want to see how it goes, so we're going to do that tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So anyway, a lot of amazing, fun new things coming up, including, you know what? I got to err on the side of caution. I don't remember what was NDA and what wasn't right now. I don't have my notes in front of me. I just got to say that there's a lot of cool things happening.
Gaming and collaborating and stuff on the horizon.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things that are coming. So let's just leave it at that.
Including an update in the next few days. As we were speaking to them, they were coding the update. So
and this update is going to make some of the bigger things possible, and also bring some of the only probably criticism is probably the harsh word, but criticisms that we had of World Anvil were these two features that are both being corrected this week. So that's it. We have nothing more that we could possibly even think as a negative of World Anvil. And even those were very small in the grand scheme of what it is. So go ahead and take a look at worldanvil.com. If you want to see our World Anvil for this show, you can go to nerdsmith.org/ch World Anvil. And
which
very soon we'll have our very own vanities tags over there as well. So that'll be happening soon too.
Yeah, we'll have a custom URL soon, so it'll be something on the World Anvil side instead of on the Nerdsmith side, put together with Scotch tape and hope.
In our meeting today with World Anvil, I believe the words they used was when they met with us and our community, I think she said struck gold. that we are some of the best groups of people they've enjoyed working with. That includes all of the creators and our audience. They are on our servers. They participate. They just thank you everyone for making us look good. I mean, I really appreciate that, and being just an
And
amazing
making
community.
yourselves look good. Thank you all.
Well, I meant us as in the grand scheme, because we all are Nerdsmith. That's the whole point. We want
It's
to
our
create a gigantic
tagline.
family, and that's what we've done. So
Yeah, no.
there you go.
I thought
I
our
know you don't have
tagline
to
was-
like everyone in your family, but you have to tolerate them.
We love all y'all.
We do love all of you. Alrighty, let's move on to Die Hard Dice, another company that I'm very excited about. Die Hard Dice is our dice sponsor, and they are our exclusive dice sponsor. We will never ever promote another dice company. And why would we want to? Look at these things; they're amazing.
We
They're
would
gorgeous.
cast ceremony on Die Hard Dice if we could, till obscurity do us.
Thank you,
I don't know.
thank you, hype woman. Angela and I are going to do infomercials, and we're going to throw Die Hard Dice into brick or to solid stumps of wood and watch them stick. Like, you ever seen QVC with those two guys that do the knife?
Just throw the D4s and they just go junk.
I just realized all of my dice are still next to Jenny's laptop in the next room over.
Just chuck
Jenny,
them.
Jenny,
Don't
do you wanna
ricochet
show
around the
off
house and kill
Caden's
someone.
dice?
But
Those are not
it's
that
okay.
one. Go to the tin, Jenny, the tin. Those are Nate's dice. Those are my DMing dice in the back.
Die Hard Dice has come up with several new amazing dice over the past couple of weeks, including the Slytherin dice, which that's what I call them. But they are black metal with this deep green color inlay, and they are just
Jenny.
gorgeous. Yeah, you got to do
There you
the.
go. That's better. That's better.
Got to do the Power Rangers thing. That helps. There you go.
Perfect.
Anyway,
God, I
so
love
they
that.
are
I love that
all here.
iodized set. Whoa,
God,
Heather, you just
Heather, they look like
glisten in
we're
the
on
sun.
QVC.
It really
QVC,
does.
They would have glued
Or
that
on
bottom before it.
Dynasty. Like, it's one or the other.
So
It's both.
anyway, we're supposed to be making these more
Both.
brief, and I'm sorry I'm going crazy because I just love our sponsors so much.
Well, we like them.
If you would like to get your own set of Die Hard dice, there's two ways you can go about it. It is February, so I believe on next week, Valentine's Day, didn't we say? Is it next week Valentine's Day? For Valentine's Day, we were going to do a giveaway of a set of dice. Are we playing on Valentine's? I don't know. We should be, yeah.
Probably. Law of averages, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
because
we'll
the
do it on
16th is a
Valentine's
Saturday.
Day.
Statistically likely.
So if you
The
want to have a
16th is a
nice
Saturday,
candlelit
so
dinner
yeah.
and watch Countless Heroes,
Heck yeah.
that is seems like a pretty awesome night to me. We will be giving away a set of metal poly set of metal dice that night, and it's not just any set. You're not going to get something random. You get to choose any in stock dice that they have, and that is what you're going to get. So if you would like to do that, you can come and meet us there. Or if you'd like to buy your own set of dice, we can help you out with the cost a little bit. And you can get a 15% off coupon by entering Countless Heroes, all one word, as the coupon code at checkout. Roll with the best. And you can roll with us, too. All right. Next is that we are very proud to be part of the Nerdsmith Network. Nerdsmith Network is nerdsmith.org. You can go check out all the amazing content over there. And you can also support this show over there by going to nerdsmith.org/donate. By doing so, you not only support all of these amazing creators in the way that you give us a lot of good feelings for doing this show and helping out our favorite charity, or one of our favorite charities, the Trevor Project, but also you help out the Nerdsmith Network, which provides services for creators like us and other creators. 50 different creators creating 17 or 18 or 19 different shows. We've added a lot of new amazing shows. I believe that Anne has announced us on her show, so I think it's okay to announce her now.
Yeah.
And you want to handle that?
Sure. We have a brand new member of the Nerdsmith family, Kajari's Curious Crafts. Anne, who hosts and creates terrain and all sorts of cool crafts. She participated with us in Nerdsgiving during the fall, and she's fabulous and super excited to be working with all the cool creators that we have on the network. We have lots of fun things in the pipeline for her, and you can check her out on her Twitch page or build, and you can watch her on multiple days a week. She runs terrain building. She does holiday ornament creation, which is very super adorable, and she also does a homebrew brainstorming session with her audience, so you can participate with her as she builds a campaign she's going to run. I'm super duper excited about all the really neat things that she does right now. I think she's working on, she was streaming earlier today, but she was working on a half sunken halfling village, and I'm like, I want to play a game in that. So you can go check her out, look at some of her old builds, and support her as a new member of the Nerdsmith community. We are very, very excited to have Anne and her family. Her daughter and her husband are her producers. They have a little producer cam, and you can hang out with them. And if you donate bits to them, they have to wear a Bob Ross wig for 10 minutes, so it's very fun. So it is totally worth checking out when she broadcasts.
They have to. They get to.
No,
I feel like the daughter has to.
Yeah. All right. Real quick, my wonderful wife and fellow producer reminded me that there was one brand new dice set launched today from Die Hard Dice, the purple and blue swirl set. I believe it's their first 2-color Mythica set dice.
It's very pretty.
I am checking that out right now on their website.
I just posted a picture of them. They evidently launched today, so you can go check them out. And yes, if you win the dice or if you use a coupon code, you can use those dice as well. So yeah, they are really, really gorgeous. So, okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, they're pretty.
And then lastly, check out the Trevor Project over at thetrevorproject.org, one of our favorite charities, and the charity we have chosen to support for the life of this show, or this arc, or this version, the first campaign of our show. That was the word I was looking for. We haven't decided, but we may choose a different charity for other versions of this show as we move on and try to decide what exactly Countless Heroes is going to look like in the future, because this is a lot of work, and I think we're gonna step back a little bit and try something different. We're still gonna probably stream just as often, just not doing 16 players in one campaign with all the recaps and everything, because it is literally hundreds of hours of work we do outside of this stream just to keep everything up. But you guys make it all worthwhile to do all of that, because we get so many amazing and wonderful things, like people talking today about only ever catching us video on demand, and now they're here, they're able to be here, and it's just amazing. So thank you guys for being here.
Can we do a little blurb for Trevor Project just to sort of give people a heads up if they're new? So the Trevor Project is a charity that provides life-saving services to LGBTQ youth in crisis, people who need a little helping hand and some empathy, and people that understand where they're coming from, a safe place to seek out help when they need it. That Trevor does a number of really amazing things for young people. They have a social media network that they can go to that is just people that are experiencing similar things as them. They can find a safe sounding board and some help. They have a 24/7 hotline, suicide hotline. They also provide education to teachers and parents and allies to help support the LGBTQ youth in their lives that might need that help as well. So we are all very passionate about supporting the amazing work that they do every single day. And it's thetrevorproject.org?
Trevorproject.org, I believe.
Or trevorproject.org,
Is it
sorry.
It's thetrevorproject.org.
Got it, okay. All right, so let us go and zoom right back into this. So you guys are goofing around, and the door, someone knocks on the door. 3 swords whip around and point at the door. People holler, "Who is it?"
Enter at your own peril.
She's kidding. Give me a second, and Soxy's gonna go over and open the door.
Soxy,
fair warning, we're armed.
There's no one
there.
there.
You can open the door from here.
There's no one there?
Nope.
Ding dong ditchers.
I look back and forth outside the door.
Can I look on the ceiling?
Oh, shit. Soxy goes over to
Heather.
the other door. Oh, motherfucker.
Heather turns and looks at a door that some of you don't remember being here before. It looks like it's almost burned into the wall, 3-dimensionally etched. A very fancy door.
Well, first of all,
And
Heather,
the stars still sit around it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry, Soxy. Yes, Owen.
Has Owen gotten back at this point?
Yeah, I figured you. I figured
okay.
you made it back before you left. Yeah.
Okay.
I figured you were there this whole time.
Oh, the other door.
Oh, shite. All right. She pulls up her shield just in case and goes and opens that door.
As you walk over to that door, you hear the pounding again. And the handle jiggles.
Should probably open it.
Where's the sword?
Black ink starts to pour from around the handle and drips down the door.
That's not good.
Draw sword.
Yeah,
Rings
she
ready.
pulls her weapon.
Open it in case. I don't think Eldritch horrors usually knock. And someone might need in right now.
I don't think the common fellow, exudes black ink either, but
That might not.
Well, you know what? The door's not keeping it back anyway.
Open the door.
Soxy opens the door.
I wasn't expecting that. Hold on one second.
You weren't expecting us to open the door.
Politely opens the door.
I had
Hello,
100
may I
scenarios
assist
in
you?
my head here. You opening the door was not one of them.
Wow. I see how it is. I see the
We
truth.
can be
We're all
people.
armed and ready to kill.
Does anybody
just
here
got a
remember
4,000
what is on the other
gold
side of
sword.
this door?
Yeah, the
abyss?
empty space that
Okay.
became the Subrozarium, that the Subrozarium became.
Where?
For the
Oh,
record,
shit, yeah.
during the hubbub of us yelling about whether to open the door, Syl's like, it could be someone from the Subrozarium. Like, open the door.
Yeah, that's where Soxy's head is at too. She's like, something's wrong, but it could be someone on the other side that we could save.
As you pull open the door, the entirety of the hole, the space where the door is filled with this black, thick ink. And as you pull the door open, it kind of stretches a little bit along, sticking to the door and leaving these tendrils and little drips down. But it stays there in the shape of the other side of the door.
I'm going to, I'm gonna fucking blink and use Eldritch Sight to see if I can detect what kind of magic it is. If
Okay.
there's any kind of magic.
Oh, there's magic.
Wild. I don't know why you would think that.
It's not like we're...
Stayed. And there's a whole destroyed demi plane right there,
Turns out this is now
Conjuration.
Fuck it. I'm gonna cast True Seeing on myself.
Okay.
If that
You
changes.
cast True Seeing on yourself. You see the same.
Damn it.
It's
How long does that last?
An hour.
Okay.
He blinks again and he turns off his fucking...
Turns off his eyes.
Turns off his fucking eye. Turns on his working eyes.
Turns off his fucking eyes. Turns on the.
This is
hello.
usually darkness doesn't knock.
There's that, but from what they said in the book, anything you put in there just starts dissolving. So there's got to be a quill or a pen or something lying around, right? Anything on the ground or just
You
some
have
random
two
item.
artists with you.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something that nobody cares about because she's going to throw it through the
You know
door.
how many paintbrushes I have?
Yeah, no kidding.
This
Quills.
is my
I'm gonna-
this is my demonic ichor brush. You can use that one. I save it for those occasions.
I also have a shit ton of ribbons. So
Joe, I thought you were trying to say something.
It isn't relevant anymore.
Okay.
All right, so Soxy picks up something, just some random curio object, whatever, something that doesn't matter. It's just sitting there because it's filler.
Yeah.
And chucks it lightly, like she's not trying to hurt anybody, but she wants to see what happens when it hits the doorway.
As it comes over the doorway, several black little tentacles come off and grab the item about 2 inches from hitting the wall. It almost looks like a hand gripping around the small object.
Nathan's gonna start walking forward a little bit.
Hello?
You get close.
Just standing there, it's holding onto the object.
If you can understand what I'm saying, move the object.
No reaction.
Nathan, be careful how close you get. We don't know what's going to happen.
If you
He's going.
if you all want, I can close this off temporarily, at least to a degree.
I want to know what's happening.
I do too, but considering what went on through there, I don't think we should just walk into it. And apparently it's somewhat solid, so I definitely don't think we should walk into it.
I wasn't planning on walking in.
Is there? He's gonna take his own quarterstaff because he always has it on. He does. And he's going to hold the far end of it, and he's going to extend it out towards it, and he's gonna poke very gently, not like to injure, just to kind of see the reaction.
To do what now exactly?
He's just taking the end of his quarterstaff to kind of not prod, but to kind of test the consistency of whatever this is, see if it has a reaction, if it's.
He's poking.
Where are you poking it?
I'm poking the void.
Where?
Fuck.
The
I don't.
what height up?
About. He's just sticking his arms straight out, so I'd say like 6'2", because he's 6'4". Little. No, it's not 6'2". Yeah. He's just sticking his arm out, so around 6 foot high up, if it's even that tall. I don't know how big it is.
It's a door, so yeah. So about the same height as this other one. More tendrils come out and just grab the tip of it right before it touches.
Does it like pull it in? Does it push it away? Or
It just seems to hold it.
He's gonna
if you try to pull away, it lets go. But this very thin, sort of small hand stays there.
What happens if he puts a little more pressure?
It resists it.
How strong does it seem to be? Pretty.
How strong is Nathan?
Not very, but he's getting.
So are you average?
He's average. He has average.
It's at least average strength. It's able to resist anything you're putting on.
He's gonna pull the staff away. He's gonna touch the end.
Whatever it is needs help.
It has a little bit of residue of this blackness, this inky blackness on it. Are you gonna touch?
Yes.
It's a bad idea, but.
All right. We will do the dance party after we're done with this. We got an Eldrick's dance party. What we need is Electro Swing, but in a minor chord, and then we can play it during these times.
Fuck yeah!
That'd be really cool, actually.
Right. I need you to make a.
It exists, by the way.
Concentration, really? Constitution.
You're within 10 feet of Soxy because she was also right by the door, so you get a +2.
Constitution save.
You get a +2 to my +2. Cool, got a +4 and all together. And I get a +1 on. No, that's already factored in. Never mind. +2.
Oh, and a hero died to Nathan.
And here another hero died to Nathan too.
Are you gonna take it? From that one?
No, I was just, that was my way of saying I got a nat one.
And I do remember somebody said something about not rolling a hero die anymore on their 2 hit rolls. Hero dice rolls now go up to a D8 from a D6 because you're 11th level. I forgot to mention that earlier in our changes.
So an 8's not the worst thing.
Yeah. So what did you get on your check?
I got
You rolled a
nat
nat 1. So you're not going to take the hero die, though.
No, you know what? My boy's been through enough shit.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna take.
You take 5 points of necrotic damage as it just sort of eats away at your skin. As you look at it, it becomes wrinkled and loses a little bit of its texture, its color. It burns a little bit too.
Ah, fuck!
Oh.
Don't fucking touch it.
No shit.
You know what? You never learn if you don't try. Fucking shit.
Something.
Okay, so what?
This is bad. All right. Soxy's gonna pull out a small piece of ration and throw it at the door to see if it's just eating organic things.
As you throw it over there, one of the hands just slides up and grabs it really quick. And as it does, the ration, what was it? Beef jerky or something?
Something. Just a piece of ration, whatever she pulled out.
Okay, probably pull out some bread first. As you grab onto the bread, it kind of turns, starts to change color into this kind of darker hue, and as it does, then very rapidly you start to see like mold grow on it. It just kind of shrivels and decays, and then it drops it onto the ground.
Well, that's a bad thing to have inside our guild hall. Owen, you said you could seal this somehow? Because I really think we might want to do that.
If I seal it, it'll be sealed for a bit. Do we want to get Afra in here to take a look at it first?
Probably. We also might want to
It's
talk
moving
to Arlen.
slowly more into the room. You're starting to see what might be an arm.
Close the door.
Yeah. Soxy's gonna try to shove the door shut with her shield.
Give me a strength check.
Okay.
Resisted.
You got this, Soxy. And he's gonna
We'll
get into
find out. Oh, good. Thank you.
If it's a
Okay.
if it's a
I
person,
don't have
still
rolled.
gonna survive going through that.
Oh,
Okay, so Owen's inspiration is a dice, and then DM inspiration is advantage.
Yep.
Am I remembering that right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to use the DM inspiration I just got earlier for for thinking of the second door, just in case, because this feels like a very important one. Those are not either good rolls. Okay,